bitch. Cheers. That's what you get for trolling the establishment. Welcome to my show. We thank BJFF for kicking it off there at the top. Looks like he had something else going on. I'm sure he'll be back in a bit, but wow. It's been a while. It's been a while since we've done an updates. It's been a while since it's been this cold in my garage. It's been a really long time since I've been down in BJFF's studio, but we'll get around to it. But for now, let's have a little moment of silence for America. Oh, no, there he is. Okay, and we're back.
That's my bad. I hit the wrong button.
That's okay. I didn't say anything.
Johnny Anchors,
brother.
Here at you. Updates on humanity. We won, as you said. Fucking A. Cheers to you. Did you already take your shot?
I did already take my shot. And cheers to the 4 listeners. I'm sure we know every single one of them. Shout out your name when you want to. And remember, this is a classy organization. So sexism, misogyny, all that good stuff is very much welcome. So bring it on in. This is Rumble, bitch. Oh, I forgot we're on YouTube and X. Whatever. We're fine.
Fuck them. We're here.
We're fucking here. And we're in BJFF. Holy shit, do we have a lot of updates to get through. We obviously lead with the dance. It's the biggest craze going. We got football players. We got smoke shows. We got ugly people in the South. We got it all. We got it all, baby.
Oh, we got it all.
America is so back. We're so back.
I don't know if you can say that yet, but we're getting close. We're getting close.
We're on our way back.
We are on our way back. It is. It has been a whirling last, I'll say even 3 months, but the last fucking 4 or 5 days, holy fuck. Actually, we have to go a week now. It's been a fucking week already. God damn.
Has it? Wait, oh shit, you're right. It is Tuesday. Look at that.
It's fucking been a week since that bullshit. Man, the red wave that they thought they were going to get in 2020 evidently happened in 2024 because goddamn was America red.
And it busted straight through that blue wall that we were saying was going to keep those idiots in fucking power.
But
not much of a break wall.
You know what kills me is the amount of money from that campaign that they spent on just fucking bullshit.
Over $1 billion.
And these are supposed to be the left-wing Democrats that are supposed to be, caring of people, caring of the environment. You know how much you could have helped with $1 billion?
Well, it was grassroots, right? It was all, just people just like you and me.
Yeah.
Donating to the cause.
Yeah.
All the way up to $1 billion. Yeah.
I'm sure Soros wasn't anywhere around there, I'm sure he wasn't there.
Hey. I love the fact that I saw that Beyonce got paid $10 million to speak for 5 minutes. That's $2 million a fucking minute in a losing effort.
That's insane.
Wow.
That's good for her grabbing that bag, but what the fuck?
Let's talk about that strategy real quick because, as anyone who's maybe a first-time listener, and shout out real quick to our man Steve Bex, who's laid up right now. We're hoping for the best, buddy. You're up there, at a local hospital, and I'm sure as long as you're listening in here, we'll give you some hope and at least some entertainment while you're flicking through the TBS channels, trying not to watch the rest of Friends marathon that you've been going through. But anyways, let's just talk about the fact that the Diddy list. Oh, yeah. I thought you already knew about that. Ask your wife. She knows.
Okay.
You know him. Fuck it. It's Corey.
What happened to him? What?
We don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out soon.
Oh, shit.
He's got some shit. Blood related.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, he's been up there for a while. I went and saw him today. He's doing better, but bored out of his fucking skull.
Right.
So I sent him over the link, and if he comments in here, we'll go whatever direction you want us to go, big man. This episode is for you, America, and and maybe Hulk Hogan. But either way,
Tony Hinchcliffe.
We'll get to it. Yes. Now on the celebrity side of things, Tony Hinchcliffe. That's taking that direction. On the celebrity side of things, I'd just like to, defer back to Beyonce, Megan Thee Stallion, everybody else that got paid Some actually performed in concert, some didn't. I think Megan Thee Stallion probably should have not performed in concert,
She
and
lost
maybe
the
Cardi
election.
B shouldn't have gotten up on stage without any notes and a teleprompter working. But hey, that's just me. Let's talk about the fact that not just the Diddy list, because we can get to that too. Why did they think that was going to work? Why did they think at this stage in the game of the American experiment that bringing in all of these fake celebrities, movie stars, pop stars, why did they think that was going to work?
Because they are so jaded and they feel like the college kids still run the fucking country, and they don't.
Well,
And these college kids are, I feel that these college kids are finally realizing that college is for suckers, and they hook, line, and sinkered you for a shit ton of fucking money with no promise of a
facts.
job, and that's not the American dream anymore. And it's almost like if someone didn't win, the American dream was dead. Now it at least still has a heartbeat. Where he's still kicking. He's
It's
in a
back
coma.
off the table. It's just fucking.
That might happen on January 20th, but right now he's on the fucking table and he's in a coma. But he's still around.
There's a heartbeat. There's a heartbeat.
There's a heartbeat. Yeah, we can.
Well, what's interesting is you're saying about the college kids, and I know the whole like split between men and women was very, very wide on this particular election, as it was in 2016. Wonder why. But under 30 in a couple of states, like swing states, voted for Trump.
You know
Young
why
people, because being conservative is now counterculture.
I don't think that's it.
Maybe not fully counterculture. I mean, no one's going around like writing songs like pro-life or anything like that. That's getting hits. You know, I mean, it's like insanely down the counterculture, man. But now the establishment, being anti-establishment is cool, and the establishment is clearly
cool.
Democrats.
It's always been cool to be anti-establishment. Why do you think
maybe a Democrat?
Why do you think Eminem's getting so much fucking heat? Because now he's fucking all for the establishment? Who the fuck are you, dude?
And he got.
You're the one that told us to go mosh for George Bush, you bitch. Remember that song, Mosh Pit? That was all about fucking George Bush and how we should fucking kill him. Like, motherfucker, who the fuck are you to come up and on stage and tell me to vote for somebody? Bitch, motherfucker. I just can't. And he got showed up by Beyonce, 1.8 mil. You chump bitch. What the fuck?
Dude, she cleaned that in 50 seconds.
You fuck. I don't understand. But I do think that all right, so my interpretation is that Donald Trump's son, Barron, won him of the election. I believe Barron.
He is a tall motherfucker. Are we sure he's actually human?
No, I'm not.
Bell.
I was telling.
Grab the bell. Yep.
I was telling T-Rex on election night when he came out. I was like, "Tell me that motherfucker's not an alien. Tell me he's not a fucking alien. His IQ's out of this fucking world. He's 7'8". What are we doing with this fucking guy?
Huge.
He might as well be blue for fucking sake. Like, look at this guy." But
he looks like the guy from Men in Black, the one that was met with the Arcalian, whatever prince, the big fucking bald dude.
Motherfucker, yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely of that type of alien race. It's insane. I didn't even. You nailed it. He actually is pretty smart, but just looking at him, it's like, dude, no way.
He's not pretty smart.
Look at his two parents.
He's not pretty smart. He's one of the best coders in the world. By the way, he's like fucking 20.
The best coders in the world.
One of the best.
All the coders, Barron Trump is making the top 10.
I'm telling you, he's one of the best coders in the world. He has an IQ out of this fucking world. But he knows he's also got a thumbprint on the young people because he's 20 fucking years old. So he told fucking JD Vance, he told his pops, and like, hey, go sit down and have a conversation with these fucking people. And who are these people? Theo fucking Vaughn, Joe Rogan, all these fucking Lex Friedman, all that whole.
He hit the circuit. He hit the circuit that people do now to get popular with young kids. If a country artist, comedian, whoever, someone wrote a book, they go on that circuit. They go on the Rogan circuit, the Theo Vaughns. Like that is what it is now. That is culture.
Circuit. It's the new TV circuit because nominees would normally go on Jimmy Kimmel and fucking Jon
Yeah,
Stewart,
Tonight Show,
The Tonight Show, and all that bullshit.
Saturday Night Live.
But now, and also those long formats for Trump are much better because he's a 70-year-old guy and he's from a different fucking time. He likes to ramble. I go sit with my grandfather. I hear 15 stories within the first 5 minutes, but it's all congruent and it's all coming back to the
Very
single
true.
point. But you got to go around. So those long formats give him the chance to say all that he has to say, but still make his point, which I think resonated with a lot of young men. And then right after that, you have JD Vance, who is
He was better than Trump. I thought
in
he
all
was a little
intents
bit
and
easier
purposes,
to
if you want to know Trump's policies and what he stands for, look at JD Vance. They're not exactly the same, but they've talked, and he's a much better speaker of today's terms. He's very quick, he knows what he's talking about, and he has a rebuttal to whatever you're going to say because he's quick-witted and he's I mean,
he can handle that type of quick conversation or turnaround, so it doesn't sound like a stammering. Like sometimes when Trump gets going on those, they're like Rogan pressing him, and the other podcasts, and most of the time is just laughs. Like they're just trying to get some type of funny response out of it. Because what really it comes down to is on those long podcasts, they're 3 hours, whatever. You're gonna allow clips on both sides to have material, and that's the thing. If you can still have as much of a long conversation where a lot of people do listen to the full thing, they're going to get the full story.
Yeah.
So it's like as long as most of it sounds good, nothing totally blasphemous comes out of it that can come back to bite you, which nothing he ever said or did this entire election clearly did anything. Like that's why she could never do that. She can't sit there for 2 hours on those podcasts and maybe get one or two bangers, maybe more. Who knows if she even tried? But like it would be a complete train wreck. Whereas like Trump has good parts, bad parts. Overall, you understand what his platform is. You understand who the man is. You know the man. For better or for worse, you know the man after a 3-hour conversation.
Yeah. Well, and that's the problem.
No one knew Kamala.
Well, because Kamala doesn't have a personality, in my opinion.
Yeah.
If she would have sat down for 3 hours, she would have completely been obliterated by whoever was interviewing her, and not on purpose, just asking questions, and she would have probably got defensive, and it just would have went a complete shit show.
Yeah.
And there would be so many fucking clips for the right side that it wouldn't have fucking mattered. So
it didn't seem to matter because of the way that the podcast kind of like realm is, the circuit. You know who they were really pulling for.
Probably.
So it was, you know what I mean? Like it would have been a little bit of a different tone, I bet you. You never know how it would have been. We will never know. She ain't going on any podcasts anytime soon. You know who did say something about podcasts though was AOC, and she wants to start. She wants to start taking that. You don't like our girl AOC?
No. First, and second, you couldn't fucking see that was clearly a trap.
A trap for whom?
For whoever you put on that fucking post. Hey, I just want to know what you're talking about. Can you send me all your podcasts? Oh, look at all these people that we have to ban. Like, come on, dude.
Oh well, I get that point. Yeah, I didn't respond. I thought it was funny. The responses were hilarious, though. I mean, they were just all trolls.
I didn't look at the responses. I just like this guy's getting his fucking.
The funny thing is, someone goes, my God, when did AOC turn into an overweight Korean man? I think she's pregnant, which is absolutely terrible.
That's fucked up, but that's
I feel bad for her. But she's not wrong, dude. The populist movement of like going on these podcasts and like that's the thing is a lot of people could be swung either way. If a cool candidate could meet somewhere in the middle and try to go up against JD Vance, you know my prediction, but we won't get to 2028 just yet. But yeah, I mean the podcast circuit totally won it for him.
Oh yeah. And I honestly think that the celebrity speaking at the Kamala events actually lost her the election, especially the fucking who's the one that shook her ass right before the fucking election?
Probably Megan Thee Stallion.
Megan Thee Stallion, one of those fucking.
I think she performed. Yeah. Yeah.
Fucking, you're gonna have
Megan Thee Stallion.
Have an ex stripper up on my stage Shake her ass in front of everybody and tell her to vote for me. You know,
Yeah,
that's women
why not?
empowerment. See, it's not fucking you doing it, you bitch. Where does those come from?
Someone liked the Megan Thee Stallion ass shake for some reason, and that wasn't me. Trump does have Sexy Red though. You know Sexy Red?
Yes, I know Sexy Red. I think that's a terrible trade off. I think they're all terrible. I don't know. Like, what are we doing?
It's catchy
Who
fucking music, man.
cares? I don't give a flying rat's
Pound
ass
town, left pound town.
who Sexy Red is voting for. I do not think I have the same political views as Sexy Red. Okay?
That's yes. No,
I'm
no,
glad you
not
voted for the dude,
very,
but fuck
not
me.
close. Sexy Red, hey, I mean, good for her. She went off on the winning side. I saw Lil Wayne is going to start making more media appearances again. You know that guy's a trumper. He kind of like stayed low in the cut for a little while, and he's like, no, you know what? I'm going to come back. I'm gonna start doing some.
Came out as a Trumper in and this is going to sound weird, but let me finish my point. He came out as a Trumper in like 2014. Because that's when he started doing interviews about the white cop that saved his life and all the black cops that stepped over him. Boom, Trump supporter. My fucking phone's gonna die. Fuck. I should have planned better.
It was a little bit of a last minute session, that's for sure. But I just saw an update. We'll have to go through if you can pull up Disclose. I don't know if you'll be able to do it in a bit, but it looks like Trump made a selection on his defense secretary. We get into a roster building episode, but yeah, it's been getting pretty real. the acquisitions being made.
Acquisitions. Hold it down for a minute.
Yeah, I'll hold it down. Let's see. They have somebody going into the FBI. That's Ratcliffe. No, that's CIA director. That's another half shot for myself. This roster, I don't really know a whole lot about it. If the chat has any information that they'd like us to look into in regards to these selections that are going on, I saw Rubio got one. That's kind of lame. He's a fucking total dweeb. I think one of them that's been tossed around was this guy Kash Patel, who was a former, I believe, intelligence officer agent back in the Trump administration. Whatever, he's a lawyer. He could be in DOJ. He could run the FBI. This guy wants to know the true story about everything. What happened to Kennedy? What happened to 9/11? All the old school conspiracies. Before the internet, there was only like 4 or 5 conspiracies. You can count them on your hand. There weren't that many. Growing up, you'd have to be like UFO, 9/11. Okay. I was like, well, what one are we going for today? Now the new conspiracy is written every 3 hours. There's something new on fucking 4chan, fucking TikTok, Twitter. Like, everybody has a new conspiracy. Like, what about the classics? Have we not gone back to our roots? And we'll get to it maybe towards the end of the episode, but UFO meeting tomorrow in Washington, 11/12, oversight committee. I don't know, something along those lines. But like, the classics could come out from this guy, Kash Patel. That guy, I think they were saying either FBI or CIA, but it looks like a different guy got it at the CIA, so it wouldn't be that.
I thought it was the CIA or FBI director for him because he was
former intelligence.
Yeah, and got persecuted for the 2020 election or January 6th or something.
I mean, his resume, I didn't really know much about him. They're just saying, watch out for this guy if he gets in. I don't know the guy that got it now, but Rubio, really, what is that guy going to fucking offer you that hasn't already been a part of the swamp?
I wish they didn't offer Rubio anything. Has he offered him something?
Yeah, I think he's already going to be something, Secretary of State.
Oh, fuck me. No, not him.
He's got an actual position. Kristi Noem, the governor who shot her dog, that was, she bragged about it. Sometimes you got to take old Yeller behind a tree and shoot him, but this was a 14-month-old dog. It's kind of fucked up. She's going to be defending, she's going to be the Homeland Security or whatever that is, the position of the border, essentially. With that other guy.
Well, I mean,
with that other guy who's famously on record of saying for immigrants, you support separating families. He goes, no, we'll deport them all together. Like that is hard line. That guy's going to.
That wasn't his.
That guy's going to change some shit.
His quote was, "As if I was driving while intoxicated, I would be separated from my child." Yes, family separation. If you break the law, we're going to separate you from the family. And then AOC, the people coming in here on asylum are not illegals, or they're not breaking the law. Breaking into the country legally is this fucking this nature, like, fuck you.
Yeah,
it's breaking the law. Yes, I'm going to separate you from your child.
I also think the fact that it's clearly a case. Like, if you're an awful person, you don't have custody of your child. You commit major crimes. Usually, you don't have custody of your child. For the immigrants, the ones who have been here undocumented, working, I don't really think they're going to go after them. At least I wouldn't. Like, what's the point? It is a crucial part of the economy. It's document them, have them pay taxes. The employers are cool
the right way is the real
problem.
The
employers are cool with it. That's a thumbs up for your boy. I told you, that's just me. The employers are cool with it because, like, they literally don't pay any extra taxes for it. So if they actually do end up documenting them, that's going to change a lot. That'll actually be more expensive. Anyway, well, the ones that are here illegally and doing nothing besides committing crimes, or they were former criminals in the country that they came from, and they got kicked out of that country because they were criminals. Yeah, they can go.
Well, the problem that we have now in our great state is they cut off the funding and food for them. So pretty soon, people are going to run out of their money that they've been saving up and run out of their food that they've been stockpiling. And these illegals are going to get pretty testy if I would have to say for myself. Like, if I ran out of food and money after you promised me all this bullshit for coming over.
Yeah.
Or you guaranteed me all this riches because you were going to win the election. And now you're cutting.
Get ready because you know where they're going to ship them. They're going to ship them to the states that already are going to write laws and say, you can come here. That's what states those are. Yeah.
That's us. Yeah. But I also heard that there's already buses from New York City going to Texas.
I mean, there might be people being like, shit, party's over.
Right. I mean,
to me, it's never, it could not get to the point where, like, worst case scenario, they were still here and they won. Come out won.
Well, like, yeah,
we would have been 4 more years of this. Oh boy.
Well, the problem that I have right at this very moment is I think there's 63 days until inauguration. That's a long fucking time. It's a long time. It's a long time, guys. It's a long fucking time. It's a long fucking time. That's 2 fucking months. A lot of shit could happen. AKA assassination attempts, AKA assassination, AKA dementia boy goes down for the count, and boom, we have Kamala as the president before the inauguration.
They really want to do that, and if they can find an easy way to do it, I mean, I don't know what it would really help if it's the normalcy election where everyone seemed to come up and it was normal. Most people would not be down for that. If it was a close one and it was like, oh man, it could have gone either way, but somehow Trump won, like, then they did that, then I'd be like, well, here we go. They may still do it. They may still fucking do it.
Well,
it's just going too smoothly for nothing to happen.
Well, it doesn't even have to be that serious. I mean, we already got ships in the Middle East. We could fire one rocket and it go astray. And it hits a fucking country, and then boom, we're fucked, you know?
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that could happen that would instill martial law, that would instill Kamala as the president before the inauguration, and then she can do a whole bunch of fuckery. She still has to certify the election, even though they fucking made it very damn clear that Mike Pence had no fucking bearing to not certify the election, that it was just a show. So he had no real authority. So I don't know what's going to happen, but I guarantee, this is the BJFF guarantee, This could be your mortal lock, if you will.
Oh boy.
This
Here we
is
go.
not going to go down peacefully. It is way too fucking quiet. It is very unnerving. I'm scared. That's all I'm going to say.
It's gonna go down a little dirty from now until then. I agree. There's already people in the streets.
It's too fucking quiet. But there's people in the streets, but it's still fucking quiet. The only reason you know
I'm
about
not-
the people in the streets is because of X. It's not in mainstream media, and why not? Because that's their girl, and they're protesting their girl, and they were so for the fucking riots for the George Floyd riots. So
Yeah.
why aren't we showing these marches?
Well,
What's going? What's
they've
the
been in the street for a while because of Palestine, because of Gaza. And here's the kicker.
Well, that's
I
their
go-
real fucking problem, though.
I go, but I go, if think of this. Here's maybe don't call it a lock, but here's a prediction for you. Trump actually brings peace to the Middle East. No more war. Give them their rights back. Give them electricity back. Start to rebuild. Like, do the right thing. No more of this war, either side, all of it. Make some type of deal. Who knows what he'll do. If he brings peace to the Middle East, are they going to stop protesting?
No.
That's the problem. Your protest isn't even exactly about what it's about. It's funded by people who are using that situation to cause a protest. And guess what? It was both fucking sides. It was Kamala did it and Trump side currently will essentially probably still do it. Like, well, it's not. There's no cause. You think that you're going to get through to somebody, but what you're really doing is pissing everybody else off.
Yeah.
Eventually, it just leaves the news, and they're outside everywhere you went. I was down the city, our fucking city, like a week and a half ago. There's 30 people marching down the side of the road. Free Palestine, free Palestine. That's like, holy shit! Like it's just a casual Wednesday afternoon.
I'm not against the Free Palestine movement, but
I'm not either. I support them.
But what people have to understand is what that statement really means. Because you're saying it's not anti-Trump. It's not anti really anything. It's just pro-Palestinian. But that phrase "Free Palestine" has caused mass fucking killing. Mass killing.
Yeah.
And you just keep spewing it out your mouth, not knowing the consequences of saying "Free Palestine." I understand that saying "Free Palestine" might kill people because the more it's spoken of the West, Israel's going to come back even harder because they think it's theirs. I don't agree with any of it. I want people to stop dying. That doesn't mean to free Palestine. That doesn't mean Israel's all fucking bad. They are, but it doesn't mean that. They need to come to some sort of agreement where fucking men and women, if you want to go that way, but we're fucking men. We should be able to talk amongst ourselves and figure out our differences. And if it comes to a fist fight, Benjamin Netanyahu to the fucking leader of fucking Hamas, let's fucking go. Celebrity deathmatch this bitch. All right. Best
bring
man.
Bring it back to late 90s MTV.
Fucking A.
Yeah.
Fucking to the death. And that's how we do it from now on. You want to invade Ukraine, Putin? Go up against Zelensky. I got my money on Putin. You want to fucking biblical. That's what you got to do. I don't see any other way other than that because there ain't no fucking way that you're going to take me to the Middle East to go fight. I know I'm a little bit above the fucking age bracket.
We are above the draft. We are above the draft age, thank goodness.
But
Harry J. Sisson should be a little worried. Harry, your job is over. Your boss got fired. And now you got to go down and get your combat boots ready, Harry.
They're gonna have
combat boots ready, Harry. They're going to send you to the Middle East. They're going to send you to Ukraine. They're going to send you to Taiwan and defend our semiconductors. Get your combat boots ready, Harry. I just wanted to clip that and send it to him later. Thanks.
You're good. I want people to stop dying. And I think the best way forward of people to stop dying was Trump. I mean, Kamala already had warmongers in her fucking team. She was just going to perpetuate. She was not calling for an end to Ukraine. She was calling for more money to Ukraine. She was not calling an end to Israel. She was funneling more money to Israel. I don't care what you say. She's fucking said she was on the Palestine cult, and then she went back to the Israel cult, and she flip
Oh,
flopped.
she ran two. You know, she ran two different ads.
Yeah,
she ran
depending
two
on what
different ads.
city she was in. Yeah,
Wow.
some bullshit. Like if that's not the true telling of this election, you are under a rock.
And really, what it is because everyone had the internet and they could see it.
Yeah.
Young people are smart enough; they have the internet; they can see it. As soon as that breaks through, they're like, "Dude, it's so fake." It doesn't take much. Put it 20 years ago, 25 years ago, when not as many people probably used the internet or Twitter wasn't really a thing. No one would have saw that. They would have lived in one place and thought she was one thing, and lived in another place and thought she was another.
Yeah.
But the internet fucking changes everything. You can't be fake. You literally can't be fake unless you're AI.
Yeah. And even then, we'll find you out in a second because wait a minute, you got 6 fingers. 6 fingers.
It's incredible. It's incredible how much it's changed everything, and in particular politics. I mean, fucking A. You cannot pull shady shit of 2 different commercials in fucking 2 different cities without someone finding it. Nothing.
I'm pretty sure that you can't even hide your fucking search history, because if somebody really wanted to and really get after fucking Kamala, I'm sure that they could just dump her search history and be like, how do I kill a dementia patient? I'm sure that's on her Google search.
Their servers are probably so fucking protected now since the Hillary shit.
Oh yeah.
They ain't letting any fucking emails get out anymore. They probably had to kill McAfee just to do it.
They did kill McAfee just to do it.
That's where the bell goes. I can't have a bell at home. I would ring it and wake everybody up. But you know, the real. Oh no, we lost him. It's okay. He'll be back. There he is, in all his beautiful glory.
Stay.
You stay. Stay. Yeah. I'll say the younger generation came through in a way, but the loudest one of them all, and the loudest, I guess, vocal sad people are white women. You obviously saw the sex ban they're doing, right? The 4B or something like that. They're gonna shave their heads and not have sex anymore.
I saw the shave the heads. I didn't know the sex was part of it.
I mean, that's not gonna last. It'll be fucking 4 weeks.
I'm glad, and we will have less of you. Thank you.
It's exactly the like they solved it.
Yeah. Good job. Hey.
Needed the one kid. I think it was like his name was like North. I'll give him credit. I think it was like North Carolina conservative black dude from North Carolina. He was hilarious. He was just talking about the fact that it took Trump becoming elected for them to stop being a horse and needing abortions. He literally goes, "See, things are already starting to get for the better."
Well, I mean, fucking, it's been a week, right? It's been a week since he's been elected. I'm using air quotes because it's not fucking official yet.
President-elect.
Yeah, he is the president-elect. It's been a week. Israel and Palestine are already calling for a truce deal.
Mm-hmm.
Putin in Ukraine is already calling a truce deal. Our stock markets had the biggest boom since like 2019 or something. Cryptocurrency is going up. Like, this is all within a week. How the fuck? How do you do that?
I am a magician.
But I mean, something is. If you can't feel that just within a week of the entire world just going, all right, we're gonna right ourselves. We're okay. We're all right. We're all right. We're still here. We're not here yet. We're still fucking damn near underwater. But we're not here anymore. We're fucking here. We're going to here. January 20th. All right. Just gotta make it that little third. We could still just go fucking like that and just be fucked.
It'd be great if they could add like a wave feature. Like I have the fireworks and the thumbs up. Like those usually. No,
it's not. You're not.
I'm telling you, it's me.
You're not.
Rumble's got some great content creator. What is it? Moderators out there. Yeah, it's going to get better. I think. I hope. Who knows? I mean, shit.
It always gets worse before it gets better.
You never really fucking figure it out until it's official. Is the chat on right now? I had a text from our boy Goozer, but I can't
Yeah,
leave.
the chat's odd, but I don't see anything.
Maybe he doesn't have a. Oh shit! I just put myself into a weird ass fucking view.
Nice.
There we go. So I can't. No, I can't see the chat. There's no chatters.
I don't see any chatters.
Let me see if this works. You still hear me?
Yeah. Don't see it
Okay.
anymore.
This is from our boy Goozer.
All right.
Trump is going to give Bibi a free pass to do whatever he wants. He is planning to appoint him Mike Huckabee as ambassador to Israel, who in 2008 stated the Palestinian identity doesn't exist. It only exists to steal territory from Israel. And he goes, "You guys need a foreign policy consultant."
Yes, but I also believe that push come to I mean, look at what he did with the Pope, and he just goes in and cleans house. I believe that once he gets into Israel, that it's just going to be cleaning house again, just like he did to the Pope, just like he did to the Saudis, just like he did to fucking everybody that he did on his fucking
So you
tour.
mean cleaning the house, just getting new leaders, as you're saying?
Yeah,
Or
fucking
like actually
going in there and fucking stomping his dick in the dirt and saying, "No, you listen to me, motherfucker. We're not giving you billions of dollars or fucking missiles anymore, so you can commit genocide on this fucking people." That's what I think.
If
But
Mike Huckabee is actually named to
I
as
don't know who that is.
ambassador to Israel,
I'm not very good at the
Huckabee
low level people.
Huckabee is like an old. He's always on. What is he selling like books and shit? Huckabee's got like those old like I hear his commercials. If you're ever listening to Fox News Radio driving around, no, who does that? The Mike Huckabee commercials are dreadful. He's like old swampy Republican. He will do exactly what he said. Like
Yeah,
said. Like that, if
you
that's
also have to
the type of
remember-
guy he's going to appoint to Israel, then
Did-
that's another thing. The appointments kind of make what you think is going to happen real.
But did Trump himself appoint anybody, or is this
I don't
all
know.
just hearsay from the
It could
internet?
be. It could be hypothetical.
Because if it's just hearsay from the internet, or you also have to remember that when Trump speaks someone's name, usually it's to bring the limelight on those fucking people.
It's
So if he appoints somebody now without actually being in office and appointing them, maybe it's like, hey, maybe you should look into this guy. Like, okay, so you say Mike Huckabee and you say he's a warmonger, right? I didn't know that. But now that he said his name, I'm going to go fucking look into him. And everybody's going to come into a hoopla. And guess who's going to be watching the fucking internet to see what happens? Baron fucking Trump.
So Barron is like the Bran from
Baron.
Game of Thrones.
Baron is the future.
6'9".
He is the
6'9",
future.
just Bran. He's the Raven, the three-eyed Raven.
Yes, he is the future.
That is who Bran is.
He's
not Bran.
Baron.
I gotta take a shot. Baron is Bran. It's
Baron
the
is
same
Bran.
letters. But you just take out the O. Are you kidding?
And fucking shit, what's his name? Who's Ivanka Trump's husband?
Oh boy.
Some
Kushner?
idiot, right? Yeah, that idiot.
Kushner?
Steve Hodor.
Steve Hodor. Oh, da. Kushner is Hodor.
That fucking idiot.
Wow. That's
but
incredible.
yes, I do believe that Barron is the future, and I do believe Barron is the mastermind behind a lot of what's going on. And
time traveler.
I forget who you said texted you, but they have to remember that I am a big believer in that time traveler theory.
I am now.
Big believer.
So he's not actually a alien. He's just a time traveling human. He's seen the future.
What do you classify as an alien? Do you think any aliens come from space? Or do you think any aliens come from the sea?
They could come from the sea, they could come from the earth, they could come from the sky, they could come from us. Who knows?
Technically,
Don't know
we're all
anything. A
aliens.
classic skeptic about all of it, open to any interpretation. I think that it's a possibility that he could just be a giant. If there's okay, now we're getting off into Astro, but I'll do it. Fuck it.
But
We
even
only
if
got
we
one
go
listener.
giant,
I think it's Magoo. The
okay, but hold on.
The Giants are from the northern part of North America. That's
Mhm.
where they originated. And a lot of the stories of Native Americans and the Inuit and everybody, Native Canadian, really, they believed in their old stories of giants that lived up north and they didn't, they disappeared randomly. There's
But
something up there.
but then you go to the Bible, and what do they say about giants?
I don't know. I haven't brushed
we
up
get-
on my King
what-
James recently, to be
Not
completely
even
honest.
King James. With Book of Enoch, we did a whole fucking segment on Book of Enoch when we first did this.
Well, that they lived forever.
How did we get giants?
Mated with the gods.
The angels. Humans mated with the angels and got giants. So at worst, he's a fucking alien. At best, he's half angelic. And if you look at that motherfucker, I'm going the angelic route. All right. That dude is a Greek god. All right. Do you see that motherfucker's cheekbones? God, if I was gay, that dude would be the dude. Like, damn. I know he's fucking 20,
Wow.
but
Did you just confess your love?
that dude is a handsome fucking kid, man. Like, fucking A. You're fucking 8'12", and you're a fucking Greek god. Fuck you, asshole.
This is surprising. I did not expect the episode to take
Have you seen?
towards your love
Have you
of
seen
Barron
the
Trump.
profile? Have you seen like the profile of Barron Trump, and then on the other side is the profile of the statue of like Adonis? They look exactly the fucking same. You can't tell me that it's fucking wrong of me to think this when they literally got photographic evidence.
Barron Trump is at worst an alien, but at best angelic.
Angelic. That's a clip right there. I don't know.
Clip that, chat. Hold on. Let me just see what he said after he was. I'm pleased to announce that the highly respected.
In the chat?
What's that?
Why didn't he go in the chat?
I'll tell him to respond in the chat if he can, because it'll go faster.
What did he say?
Hold on. So he's fuck the chat. He's pretty close to live. Wow, that's perfect. Fuck the chat. Okay. I am pleased to announce that the highly respected former governor of Arkansas, Mike Huckabee, has been nominated to be the United States ambassador to Israel. Trump said in a statement. Fuck the chat. Well,
okay, but
maybe a little off on our Middle East.
But again, he's not appointed until he's appointed. So again, it could be him speaking his name to be like, "Hey, look at this motherfucker."
Do you think it's legit? I wish I could get it just like live, like hitting right off Goozer. I don't have it. My phone is recording. You get it. The text don't work. I have to get out, go back. You should have a picture of him. We've talked about him many, many times in the show. He's college educated, D3 guy like myself, former club hockey player, brawler, good dude, absolute beauty. Moved to Korea, taught English to kids in Korea, met his wife in Guatemala.
Nice.
Not Colombia or Venezuela. I had to put that out there. Love you, brother. We have to have an episode with him on the show. If it's possible to even get him to call in, I don't know how I can figure out how to call in for myself. But we've talked about having
a link, and he can come right on with his phone.
He has a lot of information. I mean, to have maybe even a T-Rex episode to have her there, just constantly looking shit up. That if we pulled it and we saw it, it'd be like, okay, we have a whole different avenue to go down. That's the truth. That's what I give it up to the man. So we called it on Mike Huckabee. If it actually happens, we'll see. We'll see how that goes down. It seems like it could get fucking ugly, but until the appointment is made, as you said, BJF, we'll hold off.
So what has he appointed? Okay, so this is my question to him directly. Has he appointed RFK Jr. to anybody? Has he appointed Tulsi Gabbard to anything? And if he hasn't appointed them, Who the fuck are these people? Who the fuck cares about these people? And if he's giving them like ambassador to Israel, what are you actually doing?
Well, that's
Besides
you,
being
you deal
implicated
with
in,
the relations of the nation.
besides being implicated in any crimes that are being committed therein and of.
Now that would be juicy.
So
He
if
got sent
he
there
is
and got
the
corrupted
ambassador
with
of
Bibi.
Israel, yeah, if he's the ambassador of Israel, then Trump's new CIA or FBI, or he abolishes all of them and does Space Force for every fucking thing. Who the fuck knows? It's a branch of the military. He finds out or sniffs out that fucking, what was that dude's name? I forgot his name.
Huckabee.
Huckabee. Wow, that's such a bad name. Fucking finds out that Huckabee is transporting ammunitions or money to fucking Bibi without the knowledge of the American people. Boom, caught with your hand in the cookie jar. You're both ousted for treason. I'm okay with that. Fuck it.
Yeah, that'd be a hell of a subplot.
I'm good at writing fucking movies for this real world that we think we're living in. Fucking Matrix.
Yeah, you have had a couple good hits. I'd say you're batting around 300, 300 to 400.
That's fucking professional league ball right there, buddy.
That's great. That's great ball. Yeah, I can't hit a bet to save my life, and you have been able to continue dominance of gambling and reality and life and sports. You just keep crushing it. Our fantasy teams are pretty close, but that's a different.
I got
show.
crushed last week, man. Crushed.
Yeah, you still smoke my ass. So fuck that guy. We're coming for that guy.
For real, fucking guy.
What else happened? What other updates do we have? So we've gone through pretty much all of the election updates.
Yeah, I'm done with the election. I'm gonna talk to something about, or talk about something real now. Have you heard of what the fuck? I just lost his name. Peanut.
Oh my god, the squirrel.
I think
Peanut had a pretty big input on the election too.
Yeah, I think we need to at least dedicate a few minutes to Peanut and Fred. Peanut is a squirrel.
Here, let's take a moment of silence for them.
I'm gonna take a shot for him.
Take a moment of silence. I'm gonna grab a beer. We just say that you know my affinity for squirrels.
Yeah.
You know, I at once tamed a wild squirrel at an apartment I had.
Oh, you haven't poured
Rocky.
Rocky. You gotta love Rocky. Rocky was a girl.
Rocky was a girl. I didn't know Rocky was a girl until Rocky got nipples and was pregnant with little baby Rockies. Rocky figured out at the window at our apartment that was like below ground floor. So it was like you're below the ground looking up at just right up at the top of the window is where the squirrel would come down from his little tree, her little tree, and just grab whatever nut I fucking had without fail. Came all the way inside the apartment a few times. That was wild. But Peanut's story, that damn near broke me.
Cheers to Peanut.
I think I might have been undecided before that.
Undecided before Peanut happened?
Yeah.
I think Fred gets tossed under the bus a little bit because Peanut was so much bigger than Fred, but
it's also a squirrel. A squirrel is fucking harmless. A raccoon, some people are like, oh,
yeah,
you got a fucking raccoon in there. That thing's like half dog, half Wolverine, cat thing. Like, whoa, what is that? Fucking fox.
Let's tell the story a little bit. So this guy in New York has a nonprofit animal rescue where he rehabilitates hurt animals and tries to let them go. Before he started the nonprofit, he just happened to come across, or something happened where he found a pretty bad squirrel, pretty beaten up squirrel.
Mm-hmm.
Nursed it back to health.
It was young though, right? It was a young,
very young, squirrel. Very baby squirrel. And
you can teach him.
He grew it up to good health, let it go, Squirrel came right back. Squirrel wouldn't leave. Squirrel wanted to be his
the
friend.
baby, the baby. That's your mother. That's
Yep.
your mother. You're your guardian. That this creature is my owner, basically.
Well, evidently in New York, it is illegal to have said squirrel, and illegal to
It's
have
illegal to
said
have everything.
raccoon. So the New York DEC swatted this guy's house, raided it for over like 7 hours or something. Wouldn't let him feed his other animals, made him just sit there. Confiscated Peanut and Fred, and then within like 48 hours, euthanized
Terminated them. Yeah.
Peanut and Fred. Meanwhile, Peanut was like this TikTok star and was basically funding most of the money for this nonprofit animal sanctuary.
Yeah, that they had.
So all of the money for the sanctuary is now gone because Peanut the star is now gone.
Well, they probably had a big influx of donations after that happened.
I'm sure they did, but
Let's
still,
be
you
fair.
don't have the
They had a
recurring.
lot of money afterwards.
But they didn't have. They don't have the recurring. Okay, Peanut died.
They'll get a new Peanut. BJF. Come on, it's this. They're set
But
for
the-
life. They're the
But
Peanut
the
people.
fact of it, what if it was my dog?
Well, see, that happens. Like, I mean, not in raids, but like, imagine like the raid that could happen. It would make news, but like the way it happened, the way Peanut fucking happened, was like, what were they doing wrong? Like, what was the point of the raid other than like, oh, we see it and they figured out who it was because that's why they raided it because they probably found the fucking TikTok page and all the Instagram, whatever social media they were using. Like, well, they circle it back to this couple. They have whatever fucking any type of animal sanctuary. They probably weren't paying any money certain ways. New York State doesn't like that because it's run by its own fucking mob. And if you go against the rule of law, and some vape shops and smoke shops just found that out recently, you go against the mob, they're going to come for you. That's just the way it is around here. The cartel.
And the entire government,
the Empire State,
the cartel
comes for you, and they go, "You don't want to play by our rules. You're TikTok animal sanctuary. Well, we're going to go take out Peanut and Fred. You take out your top stars."
It's fucking insane.
That's sickening. That's sickening.
And then you get into the fucking, okay, so that's in New York. What else is happening in New York? Oh, I don't know. The Young Thug trial. Have you heard any of this fucking trial?
Mm-mm. No.
Oh my God. One of the witnesses goes, you wrote that. I just signed it. I already told you, motherfuckers, I'll say whatever you want. And then the prosecutor and the judge talk with the witness without the defense fucking lawyers, which is a big no-no. And then the judge goes, who told you that? Didn't deny it. Didn't say anything. Just said, hey, who snitched?
What?
Yeah. And then fucking the dude's trying to fucking call a mistrial because of the meeting. And he's held in contempt, gets thrown in jail.
This is just an absolute fiasco. Just
Now the
total joke.
Oh my God, dude. I had to stop listening to this guy talk about it because I just couldn't believe what the fuck he was saying. It was insane. He was saying fucking the judge recused himself because of what happened. Like the bar got involved.
Yeah.
So the judge recused himself. A new lady judge came in for 24 hours, sat on the bench, is like, I can't do this. Not right now. I can't do this. I'm recusing myself. And then another bitch gets in. Like, what the fuck is going on with the justice system? And not only that, but the first judge held the lawyer in contempt and put him in jail for knowing information that he wasn't supposed to know. How scary is that bullshit? Not that
who is the whistleblower? Who is the person in court?
I don't know his name. The guy that was on trial was Young Thug.
Oh, Young Thug.
Yeah. It was a RICO case. They were trying to pin a whole bunch of shit on him.
That's incredible. The whole circus of it all to me is that it continues on, and most people like to turn a blind eye. That's the problem. Most people don't really want to care. Like if the system continues on good enough for them.
Like
What?
that judge just threw that dude in jail for no fucking reason, and nobody finds that alarming. Nobody. That's
It's been
fucking
happening
scary as
forever.
shit,
It's
bro.
been happening forever.
That's fucking scary.
It's
It's out in the
It's not
open
like
right
it's
there.
not like it's gotten any better, or it's not any better. It's not like it's gotten really any worse than how it could have used to be. Like, I mean, the justice system is an absolute joke. If you take it over in one way or the other, it has to be brought to a point of being about what it is, just prosecuting the major criminals. Don't use it for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
Like, if it goes back to that, then we're good. If it gets, the way it has been towards the end of this one, I mean, there's a lot of people that have been quiet for the last 7 days.
A lot of people have been quiet. It's kind of eerie how quiet.
Are they still here?
Are you traveling down the hole there, buddy? Are you traveling down the rabbit hole?
There is no hole. I don't have time for a hole. You know that about me. I don't have time for the hole. I have too much shit going on. That's why I don't have time for these. But the hole that's easy to find is the hole that was found in a certain spot. And I don't know whose holes were being filled or how I can't get some type of reaction from this thing.
I told you it's not you.
Fuck. It's just very clever moderators. The holes in the Diddy mansions, the Diddy parties.
They go somewhere, people. They go somewhere.
You understand how when Diddy broke, what was that, like 9 months ago, 8 months ago? It broke early in this year, right? 6-7 months ago. I mean, people knew about it from before, right?
Yeah,
but it didn't really, he didn't get literally charged.
He got raided in March, right? But he didn't get arrested until July or something.
Right. So the raid happened and people first found out about it, right?
I've been talking about this for
that allowed from March until November. That's a big part of the fucking year. I'm talking end of school years into summers. Into summers, into finally football season, into now we have to watch election ads and everything has to come out. And shit happened crazy throughout the entire thing. And people just continue living their lives. But they caught glimpses of things. And it started with Diddy. And then when the same people that had already been connected to Diddy all just immediately started coming out for Kamala. I'm like, how does the average person not see this? Diddy was everywhere.
J-Lo was the biggest one. Like, bro.
Dagger.
What? Dagger. Fucking. You're going to have J-Lo?
How much did she
video? She's in the video. I don't know. Probably not much.
Oh my god.
Probably years off her sentence.
She's looking up like shit.
I can't believe she's even in public. Like, I couldn't believe that. You came out for Kamala, you dumb bitch. Like, if that's not clear, just bing. Hey, they're connected.
All the people that you saw come out and get paid for it in somewhere or another part of the same system that floated the entire operation, right? Diddy was a Democrat. I mean, who's debating that?
It's
Vote or Die was with Hillary, was with Barack.
Vote or Die and fucking...
Yeah, all of them.
Yeah. It's all him. All him.
They're all tied together.
You know what I want to fucking know?
When it's easy for someone to then finally figure that out and they're young and they have the internet and they can vote and they can inform other people and they're like, yo, this is weird. And it's like, this is weird. Why are they paying celebrities? It is also just comes back to the fact that it was the Diddy's holes.
That's not a good way
the
to say
holes
it.
That were
you know what I want to find out?
What happened?
How does a chef drown in 3 feet of water when he's an avid swimmer?
We can't get back into that. That's not an update.
But that's what I want to know.
That's not an update.
Like, how does that fucking still go unnoticed and just out of the news cycle? A chef was murdered at the Obama residence. before an election, and nobody gives a fuck. What's going on? Why does that get brushed under the rug? I don't understand. If fucking a chef was found outside of Mar-a-Lago, drowned in a golf
Please.
pond,
If a guy swam up to shore, if he swam up to shore 5 miles from Mar-a-Lago,
just
5
walk
fucking
off.
miles, they'd be like, "Where did he
Oh
come
my
from, and how
God.
does he know Trump?" Yeah, it just doesn't happen. It's crazy how that happens. It's crazy how that fucking happens. If they always have these random bodies that pop up. None so far, at least as we're here, dude. Mike Huckabee is gonna be on Hannity tonight. Oh boy! Do you want me to confirm the story? If anyone wants to check it out, it says coming up on Hannity is Mike Huckabee.
All right.
And coming up on CNN is for the 7th straight day. How did we disappoint Latino voters? I'm just kidding. That's not on TV.
You didn't have Tony Hinchcliffe degrade them.
I couldn't find the other remote. You know that. I told you. I usually have my 2 TVs on. Just got to go for the one. I don't know what the fuck happened to it. No time. Rushed it. Rushed the episode.
Yeah. See what happens.
Yeah.
Already been going for an hour though.
Yeah, we've been cruising. What else happened? I mean, UFO commission coming out tomorrow. I had teased about that a little earlier in the episode.
Yeah. Do you think anything's actually going to come out of this one? A lot of shit came out of the last one, but I think this is a fucking little smoke and mirrors. Just look over here and something else.
It always is. It always is. You know that by now. I don't think there's really gonna be anything crazy, but there's always one or two little droplings that they put out there. Here's my prediction. There's something weird happening in Antarctica. It's strange. Magnetic field is now moving.
The North Pole's in Russia. What are you getting at?
Well, they might try and disclose something about the poles, Antarctica, North Pole. I think the footage. I think the new images are going to come from the poles. That's my pie in the sky prediction for tomorrow. They're going to explain something weird happening around the poles, because that is now actual scientists are noticing the anomaly happening in this southern hemisphere, and it's getting weird.
I don't think we'll see pictures
or new clues as to what this is, which we all know what it might likely be. The blue beam. Will this be the deterrent, BJF? Will it be big enough to be the deterrent? What is released tomorrow?
I think that tomorrow. Actually, now that I sit here and think about it, if I was the team that just lost and I wanted to cause chaos, I would probably bring up the mothership that they say they've seen just hovering outside like our inner space. It's like in outer space.
Yeah.
Like we're just outside of our solar system, but it's just been hovering there. And they say that it could be here within the matter of days by its propulsion system, because they know that.
Where the fuck did you get this?
Don't worry about that. All right. I'm just saying.
I'm worried. Not worried, but inquisitive.
That if you wanted to cause mass chaos and you wanted to use your Project Bluebeam and you wanted to shut this bitch down, I'd probably mention a mothership outside of our solar system that could be here in a couple days. And guess what? There are extraterrestrial life. We've actually known about it for a very long time. They are not friendly. We're in trouble. That's what
as a popular game we all once played during COVID, or maybe before. Actually, I think it was before COVID. Among Us. They are Among Us. That is all. Someone was that for Halloween. Some kid. He came up and I couldn't understand what he said. I was like, "What is he? Where are you?" I was going to say Teletubby, but I was like, "That's rude." I was like, what? I didn't even guess. It was like Among Us. I was like, oh, Among Us, yeah, that character, or whatever, some cartoon. I was like, oh, Among Us. Oh, he's Among Us. He's the game. Oh yeah.
Game, yes.
Sorry, kid. At least I had enough candy left over for that kid. Holy fuck, I got raided. Anyways,
Anywho. But yeah, I would probably
if you were the losing team, let's put it back on that. If you were the losing
if I was the losing team, I'd probably just
oh, come out guns blazing.
I'd probably
lasers fucking blazing.
laser beam the freaking heads. Yeah, I would come out with some pretty astonishing shit just to freak everybody out.
Why not?
Right?
Fucking stir the pot a little. Toss the little aliens into the fucking hot pot we got going on right now. Just fucking mix in the fucking extraterrestrials.
Garlic salt, get it a little popping, you know.
Yeah, 2 months from fucking inauguration. Fucking get it.
Seriously though,
it could get Project Bluebeamy. I mean, we never really got under real like understanding of what those like glowing things are happening. There was another thing that had happened recently. It was somewhere, I think, Europe. I don't know. I can't remember where it was. They're not really as frequent. Like the new videos that come out, they don't look any different than any of the other old ones. So like, what new information could it be that people aren't like? It's not going to be any new footage. Would it be like? Would it be someone attacking one? Would it be footage of a U.S. fighter or some other fighter taking them down?
We already have footage of aliens.
Do we have one of them taking them down though? Like in combat with one?
Yes, we have video footage. It is not released to the masses, but there is a video out there. I believe
of a U.S. fighter engaging in
not a U.S. fighter, but a citizen. Yes, engaged in whatever you want to call it. Yes.
So,
and it's from Miami.
That's the one. That's the one that they were at
the mall.
The Miami Mall. That was weird. No one ever really got to the bottom of that either. They didn't say it was like fake or anything because it was just a strange occurrence that a lot of people.
That's kind of why I brought up the chef because there's a lot of
Men in Black. Like, take a look at this.
Yeah, there's a lot of fucking stories that don't have a fucking ending, and we need to circle back. The fucking chef in the fucking 3 foot of water. The Miami Mall is probably going to be one of the biggest stories in the next 25 days because this video
the one coming out.
I honestly do, yeah, because that shit was fucking freaky, and I covered that pretty much live. I was going through X, fucking refreshing, fucking looking at all the stories as it was happening, and a lot of the videos that you can't fucking view anymore were fucking freaky. Fucking shit just appearing and then disappearing and then fucking appearing again. Like it was shadow people. It was fucking nuts. Yeah. And I don't know. And then you got the fucking dude that was floating outside. That was the long away video. Like, shit was happening.
Giant spirit looking thing. Something was happening there. Yeah.
Something was happening. And
that's when they engaged.
There's a dude from inside that mall that has video of grappling, interacting, I don't know, with these beings, and it's been suppressed like a motherfucker, but eventually it'll come out, and I'm guessing within the next 20-25 days, if not tomorrow.
If it's tomorrow, we're in mass panic mode.
Correct. The problem is they didn't come from the sky.
Okay. So I've seen a lot of inklings of everyone being like, okay, did you like pandemic? Did you like, the recession? Did you like, an election or whatever, shit like that? And it's like, okay, wait till you're an assassination. Wait till we show you aliens. That is the 2025. Is that Project 2025? Does Baron then reveal himself as the angelic and say, like, we have been overrun by these aliens?
I don't know.
That
would be crazy.
Angelic prophet.
That would be crazy.
That's what I was picking up from you.
If it goes that way, I would be more inclined to say that we should not follow them. Because you shouldn't have to proclaim what you are. You should be able to show what you are. And if you proclaim it, therefore you are not. So I would probably immediately start looking into in higher regard of what the fuck are we actually following, and should we be following these people because they sound evil at this point. You got to keep your head on a swivel, man, and you got to make sure that you're following the right crowd, and you're following the
Yeah.
right crowd for the right reasons. And once you find out that the reasons are fucking jaded, you get the fuck out and you realize that, hey, they had some good policies and they had some good talking points, but all in all, they're fucking funded by the Jews. Who the fuck knows? But normally it's the Jews. So it's literally you got to fucking keep digging, and it sucks because you're never off duty. That's what sucks about me. I wasn't even paying attention. The reason why I haven't been pushing for these is because I haven't been paying the fuck attention because it's just too
Yeah.
much at that point. It was too much in fucking October to the beginning of November. It was too fucking much.
It was
I
just
watched the Joe
toxic. Yeah, you
Rogan
had to stay
podcast.
off.
I watched the Joe Rogan podcast,
Yeah.
and I solidified my already solidified
Sports.
pick, and I watched
Yep.
sport. And
Sports.
fucking Bob's
Sports
Burgers.
get you through all of it.
That's what I fucking got.
Mhm.
That's what I was doing. Sports, Joe
Football was back, and it was better
and
than
Bob's
ever.
Burgers.
Yeah. By the way, how are the Kraken doing this year?
They're not bad. The last I looked, they were 6-8. I mean, they're probably
That's not great.
bottom third of the division, but not good, but not bad.
Not horrible, but not great.
How's them
The
Sabres
are
doing?
coming up.
Lunch?
They're coming up. They're coming up. They're there. They play a lot of games.
That sounds like just
hopefully
bottom third of the division, you bitch.
No. They're hovering. They're hovering in like a wild
The bottom
card
third in the bottom or the second third.
4 or 5. There's like 7 or 8 teams in the division these days.
Yeah.
I think
right where the Kraken.
the best part about the best part about hockey right now, and I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna get shit for it. Maybe not. Maybe you'll like it. Quick hockey update. Alexander Ovechkin is within, I believe, I'm gonna mistake this, within like 30 to 40 goals of Gretzky's record.
Damn, that's good.
So
yeah, he could hit that this season.
He's going to. You know what? I'm gonna take a shot. Do you have a way to look it up, or if not, I'll look it up.
You look it up.
You have the setup, man. You got to somehow find a way to get us looky-loo.
What do you want?
I just need to see Ovechkin's all-time goals. He's at like, I think he's at like 8. So the record is 894. By the way, the one that no one thought could ever break the record.
31 away.
As you look it up.
31 away from tying Wayne Gretzky for all-time record in the NHL.
I'll still drink for not figuring it out because I had that number written down earlier, and I got too high and too chatty on this podcast to remember. It wasn't really a sports one.
Ovechkin can pass Wayne Gretzky's mark 894 during the 2024-2025 regular season. The Capitals standout currently has 863 career goals. So he would need to rack up just 31 more goals this season in order to top Gretzky's league record.
It's on, baby. The record we never thought could be broken.
2023 to 2024 campaign proved to be a mortal one for Ovechkin, who scored 31 goals last season. Ovechkin's 31 goals was his lowest goal scoring total since he netted 32 goals in 2012-13 season. Ovechkin did have just 24 goals in 2021, but that season was shortened due to COVID-19. Fucking ruined everything.
Yep, COVID took years. Ovi would have broke it last year. This is what I try to tell Canadians, especially my father, who are upset the fact that Ovechkin is about to pass the great one. It's just inevitable. He was the greatest goal scorer to ever play the game. Gretzky is the greatest player to ever play the game. There's plenty of records that Gretzky has that no one will ever break. No one. And this one is a great one because it's an all-time goal. It's like he just literally played long enough and scored legitimately that many goals. You know what I
He
mean?
scored 41 goals in 13 of his 19 NHL seasons. 41 in 13 of his 19 NHL seasons. That's fucking
Yeah.
insane.
He's the greatest goal scorer ever, by far. In the slot, on the power play,
705
number 8,
assists.
banging it.
Jesus fuck.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
look at Gretzky still holds the record. He has more assists than anyone else has career points.
Damn, that's insane.
And that is the craziest hockey stat of all time. That's actually the greatest hockey stat of all time. If you combine everyone else's goals and assists, it does not accomplish Wayne Gretzky's all-time assists, and he leads in goals. So there are records made to be broken, and Ovi could break the Gretzky goal record. It was the only one that seemed vulnerable.
Every record's made to be broken. That's why they're records.
It's on the way.
Oh, are we shooting?
Cheers. I'm just taking. I'm not. I should have remembered the totals of Ovi, so that's why I'm taking one more. Plus, why the fuck not? I love Pink Whitney,
I ain't driving.
and I ain't driving. All right, so we covered the UFO. We covered, was it Sarah Huckabee Sanders? Is Sarah Huckabee Sanders fucking? Oh well, that's true.
What's
Yep.
true?
Sarah Huckabee Sanders. I'm ashamed that I didn't even know that was Mike Huckabee's daughter. There he is. He has been nominated as the ambassador to Israel.
Nominated means dick.
No. He's literally selected. It says it on there. Literally, first thing, Mike Huckabee selected as ambassador to Israel.
Selected means dick.
It's on Hannity.
I'm just saying selected means dick. Until he's a fucking appointed and signed on the
Wow.
paper, means nothing.
That's what I'm gonna do for the people, for the fine people of Leaving Earth. And it's the leftovers from our boy Swiggs' wedding night, the night before his wedding. You see it?
There you go. Oh, there you go.
There we are.
That's Mike Huckabee?
That is him now.
Where'd his hairline go?
There he is. Dude,
Why
he
is it
looks weird.
why is his hairline
he looks way fucking creepier than I remember him. He looks better. He used to look like shit. All his commercials must be like 10 years old. He looks like a grandfather. He looks like he's got a nice suit on, comb over, receding hairline, all white. He looks like a villain in a certain movie I can't remember, but like maybe the creator from The Matrix. He kind of looks like the creator from The Matrix. I'm not
He
gonna
kind of
lie.
looks like the creator from the That is a spot on fucking comparison, bro.
Does
That's
that not
exactly
hit
what he
for
looks like.
everybody there? Hold on. Let's just bring you in one more time to Mike Huckabee, the creator of The Matrix.
Oh shit.
Buckle up, buttercups. It's about to get real.
It's gonna get bumpy.
Man,
I don't know anything about
here we are on a
Look
smooth
into
transition, but not very smooth for me here either. There we go.
Oh fuck. What else we got?
What else do we have to update the people? I was gonna say, I hope that you'd be able to pull up any Disclose, but there really wasn't a lot of news on Disclose, honestly. Raw Alerts has been doing well, but that's kind of right leaning. Not that Disclose isn't, but Disclose is usually completely just the absolute bangers.
Let's see. Explore. Disclose TV. All right, now we're gonna go here. We're gonna go here. We're gonna go here. We're gonna go here.
Check my.
Yeah.
There we go.
Then we're gonna go here. Ta-da. All right, what do we got? Let's just scroll down a little bit. It's dark. It's Dunkelflatte in Germany. Electricity.
There's a lot of German coverage in Disclose.
Electricity price.
Unfortunately, energy was a big reason that people had in their minds too. Energy bills have been crazy.
Yeah.
Insanely more expensive. There has to be a way. Oh, wait a minute. Elon Musk can figure out energy.
Yeah. What's with all the fucking? All right. She
We got
called.
there.
Then this is a lot of fucking German bullshit. U.S. Justice Department has charged multiple individuals allegedly involved in an Iranian plot to assassinate Trump. That's smoking fodder right there. UFO hearings for November 13th. We fucking said that. Trump advisor says Ukraine focus must be peace rather than enabling the country to gain back territory.
That was obvious.
More German, more German, more German. Trump says Haley and Pompeo are. I will not be inviting former Ambassador Nikki Haley or former Secretary of State Mike Pompeo to join the Trump administration, which is currently in formation. I am very much enjoyed and appreciated working with them previously and would like to thank them for their great service to our country. Make America great again. Yeah, bitch. First human case of H5 bird flu.
I definitely got to listen to
Canada.
that interview from fucking Hannity. Sorry, keep going.
First human case of H5 bird flu detected in Canada.
In fucking Canada. Just assholes.
Luminous object is seen over the skies in Iran. That's pretty dope.
Yeah, that was
What more
probably a
information could be
Starlinker.
gathered? I don't know.
How about the Starlink controversy or conspiracy, I should say?
To be
Do you
honest,
think that the election was rigged through Starlink?
I don't know much about it, but that's what I heard. Is that now all
That's
the
what I thought that would be there, the satellite of Starlink. And there's like, oh, they're all falling out of the sky. I'm like, give me a break.
No, I guess the Dems are now going with the election was stolen because all of the things were uploaded to Starlink and they're not supposed to be on the internet and all this hoopla because, you know, Elon was in it. But then I hear that Elon told Dana 4 hours before it happened that the election was over and that Trump won and Elon just left. So how would he know 4 hours before anybody else unless he had some sort of tap? But I think it's fucking hilarious that the Democrats had all of these lawyers and everything set up to say it's rigged. So it wouldn't be rigged. And now they are themselves saying that it's been rigged. It's fucking insane.
Well, the thing is, it's not even there's no one reputable saying it's rigged on the Democrat side. That's the key thing to note.
Yeah.
That may come to play later on. Wouldn't rule it out, right?
Yeah.
Totally wouldn't rule it out. Like I'd almost guarantee it. Like it's probably at like minus 150.
Oh, they
will eventually come around and say something happened.
Republicans maintain majority in the House. That's fucking dope.
Yeah, that was finally like what was it, like 6 days later?
This was yesterday.
Nothing sketchy going on there.
Yeah, this was yesterday. But if they control the House, the Senate, and the White House, we're fucking in good shape.
That's what they call a mandate.
All right, here we go. I am honored to announce that I have nominated Pete Hegseth to serve in my cabinet as the Secretary of Defense. Pete has spent his entire life as a warrior for the troops and for the country. Pete is tough, smart, and a true believer in America first. With Pete at the helm, America's enemies are on notice. Our military will be great again, and America will never back down. Pete is a graduate of Princeton University and has a graduate degree from Harvard University. I don't like that. He is an Army combat veteran who did tours in Guantanamo Bay, Iraq, and Afghanistan for his actions on the battlefield. He was decorated with 2 Bronze Stars, as well as a combat infantryman's badge. Pete has been a host at Fox News for 8 years, where he used that platform to fight for our military and veterans. Pete's recent book, The War on Warriors, spent 9 weeks on the New York Times bestsellers list, including 2 weeks at #1. The book reveals the left-wing betrayal of our warriors and how we must return our military to meritocracy, lethality, accountability, and excellence. Pete has also led two veterans advocacy organizations leading the fight for our warriors and our great veterans. Nobody fights harder for the troops, and Pete will be a courageous and patriotic champion of our peace through strength policy.
Do me a favor, search Huckabee.
Search Huckabee?
Yeah. See if there's any clips out yet. It was just on.
He's trending.
Yep. Pull it up.
This one?
It could be not a statement. We've already read the statement. See if there's any videos of him talking.
As a person, I think Israel would only be acting on the property it already owns. I think Israel has title deed to Judea and Samaria. There are certain words I refuse to use. There is no such thing as a West Bank. It's Judea and Samaria. There's no such thing as a settlement. They're communities, they're neighborhoods, they're cities. There's no such thing as an occupation. That they get out of their minds that people are living in lean-tos, tents, sleeping in cars, circled around a tree. They're living in very well-designed and beautiful cities and communities. Can't wait to get back. I'm going to take an extra hat. I'm going to get it to President-elect Trump. Build Israel great again. Who knows? We may see him wear this out there in one of his rallies somewhere. I don't know. Can't promise that. I can only promise he will get a copy of that.
I would imagine, yeah.
Thank you very much.
White.
Yeah.
And he still has somewhat of a hairline. But that's a little concerning.
Yeah.
Jewish students the right to go to class. Now it's a civil rights violation. Where I live in Little Rock, Arkansas in 1957, 9 black students were kept from going to class. You know what President Eisenhower did? He federalized the National Guard and he sent the 101st Airborne in. Those 9 students went to school. I don't understand why this presidential administration doesn't recognize that it has a responsibility to protect these students. And it's not just the Jewish students, it's all the students. But what an outrage to sing.
He is the creator of the Matrix.
For real.
Yeah, he's a savage. It's gonna get real.
People are awesome.
Huckabee is trending. Here it is. Huckabee. I told you, Sarah Huckabee Sanders. That's hilarious. How did I not fucking put that together? I feel like I knew that, but forgot that because there's too much information. That's the problem, dude. Our brains are not built to know this much information about other things. You should really just focus on what makes you and your family and your personal life tick. But there's just so much information being pumped at us all the time. As curious people that we are, it's impossible not to fucking look for it. What do you got going on here? What's this one?
I'm just looking at it, see what's going on.
Oh, wait a minute. What the fuck?
I gotta see what this is.
Scroll up.
Oh, someone
Mike
right
Huckabee.
there. Yeah. People are awesome. I love this.
Build Israel great again. Yeah,
Jewish students the right to go to class. Now it's
I got
a responsibility to protect these students.
Him that was
and it's not just the
Hannity. So in due time for Huckabee. In due fucking time. What else is trending? Let's hit a couple trends and then we'll do our toast and end it after 90 minutes.
Doge is up.
Doge has been fucking eating. I hate Pebbles. Pebbles, that fucking asshole, told me to fucking sell. We're at the casino and he's like,
he's so good at gambling. He's great at gambling, right? You should always listen to Pebbles for
I mean, you could have sold out at the top when there was a good opportunity to do that. It pumped after that, but then it's been down. But everything else, I mean, crypto, you never know. It got a nice big boost when Trump came in. There's going to be sellers after that. The immediate market people being like, all right, we got to get the fuck out. Like, I got my money back. Let's cool our jets. Got some of my money back. It could potentially go off. What do you got there?
This
What
is
is that?
about Pete Hegseth.
Inside the Pentagon War Games. We know what our real capability. You see, we didn't even get to this part of the war on warriors. I mean, the military-industrial complex,
This is
the
the
way we
guy?
procure weapon systems.
This is the guy they picked?
we're always
I don't think
the
it's
way our system works, the way our bureaucratic system works, where the speed of weapons procurement works. We're always a decade behind in fighting the last war, whereas China, we have what did Rumsfeld say? You go to the war of the army you have. We have the army. China's building an army specifically dedicated to defeating the United States of America. That is their strategic outset. Take hypersonic missiles. So if our whole power projection platform is aircraft carriers and the ability to project power that way strategically around the globe, and yeah, we have a nuclear triad and all of that, but a big part of it. And if 15 hypersonic missiles can take out our 10 aircraft carriers in the first 20 minutes of a conflict, what does that look like?
Yeah.
I mean, and when if they've already got us by the balls economically, which you pointed out very well, with our grid, culturally, there's plenty of elite capture going on around the globe.
Dude, this guy was literally
I
on
mean,
Fox and Friends
and then
yesterday.
microchips and everything. Why do they want Taiwan? They
No
want to corner the
way.
market completely.
Bro, he's talking some good shit. I like that pick.
He is talking good. Dude, he's literally on Fox and Friends, and he is now in the cabinet for Secretary of Defense. Secretary of Defense.
I like what he's talking about.
Oh, boy.
I like what he's talking about.
Oh, that's a
solid pick.
big
It's a solid
that's
pick.
a big pick. He is
I think he'll sniff out the Huckabees of the world because he's going to send his warriors
yeah.
to war. So he's going to have
He
some.
is a new age, like he's young. That's an interesting pick. At least younger than I can, like young as in the 40s or 50s, whatever. Like
I bet he
it's
was
not
good.
an old general.
He probably got out 08, 2010. So he went to Iraq being a patriotic son of a bitch after 9/11. Fucking went and served his country and realized, like, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah, exactly. He has come to Jesus. He can fuck. He's been in media. They picked a Fox and Friends guy to run the military. That is gonna if that hasn't already blown the minds off of fucking liberals' heads,
Right,
like there's got to be people going like,
bro. There's a
military
float around
people,
fucking
there's them
Alex
out there.
Jones being press secretary. I heard that being floated around.
We should ask Sergeant Brubby what he thinks about that.
That's probably a good ask.
Yeah,
Next time,
because
next time
that's probably sent a lot of other feelings down the ranks.
I don't really know Sergeant Brubby's standpoint.
We'd have to figure that one out.
I would hope that he'd be on our side, but I don't know.
Well, he was one of our very first listeners.
Yes,
He doesn't listen anymore. So
I don't know. He's got a lot of more.
we love Sergeant Brubby's crew. We love if Sergeant Brubby's crew. I don't know. I just don't know if they followed us from our previous platforms into where we are now.
I don't know.
That's
Next
the
time he's
big
on the
thing.
phone, I'm gonna yell at him if he's not. So
We
He'll
tell
be
them, like we got into it. We got into it for you guys. We'd love to know your opinion. We need mail, email, BGFF. Hit them with the email. Hit them with the logos. I think we're good, right? Done.
the logos. Yeah, let me pour my shot before I go into that.
Okay. I'll comply.
All right. Yes, anybody with any sort of conspiracy theory or just a comment on what we should talk about, hit us up at Johnny_Anchors at BJFF. That is on X, formerly known as Twitter. You can email us at leavingearthpodcast@gmail.com. Our website is currently down for renovations, and hopefully it'll be back up soon. Yeah, so hit us up at Leaving Earth Pod on Twitter as well, and fucking hit us up. Let us know what we should talk about, and if you disagree with us, guess what? We want to fucking talk to you and figure why you disagree with
We'll
us.
talk to you.
So, and anybody that wants to come on, shoot us a ring and we'll fucking get you on, motherfucker.
We need a fucking Goozer episode. He came in hot. He called Huckabee. And we did not realize. I was like, no way. And then we pulled Huckabee. We saw Huckabee.
Okay, so we need Goozer on for a political episode. We need Pebbles on for a
do.
conspiracy episode. And then we need all of the boys back on at the end of the year for the sports pod to crown the winner
Sports
and
pod.
figure out the punishment, because Swigs still hasn't done his punishment, and it looks like my boy Johnny Anchors is going to have to do this year's punishment. So I hope it's not worse than the 5K finishing last. I think we have to up the ante, and until someone does it, it's
Up
not
the
going back
ante?
down. Yeah, because the
Wow.
last person didn't fucking do it. So
It was his wedding year. And I said we could come to a compromise at the episode, at the meeting of the Talking Heads, at the coronation episode.
all right, well
we
then,
will renegotiate punishments.
so it's punishment for the both of you.
I am coming as a union of the punishment people.
So are you giving up?
Coming for negotiations.
Are you giving up then?
We will punish ourselves during the episode, and we will punish ourselves after the episode. But it won't be as intense as a 5K finishing last. We're going to put it to rest and figure out new punishments. But if it's
that
worse
guy-
and it's after, then we will do it.
That guy is gonna be upset.
That guy holds no weight. hope he
I
knows
think
that.
I think it's
If he's
written in the
listening,
Constitution.
Your fantasy league hates you. So that's most of this league too. I think I got the votes. Good luck.
All
I
right.
think I got the votes.
I hope you learned something in this podcast. Hit us up. I already gave you the socials. Fucking A.
The boys,
Cheers.
and cheers to America.
Ah,
Everybody out there, thank you for listening. This is a part that probably won't be clipped. But I want to give a little to my man BJF on his journey to being a papa. To being a papa.
oh yeah.
What are
I
we
didn't
finishing
even
with? We gotta
fucking
finish
announce
something.
that. Well, I announced it on Twitter, but we are with child 7 weeks tomorrow.
Let's go.
133 beats per minute. We saw the heart rate on Monday. We have the next ultrasound on Tuesday. Fucking A. Fucking 30, what was it, 32 more weeks, and then I'll have a fucking baby in my arms. Isn't that fucking nuts, bro? That's fucking
Down
insane.
in the pod.
I
It's gonna be our
can't.
baby episode.
fucking
It's gonna
A.
be great. It's gonna be just
Oh,
nothing but
dude.
fucking not just
Oh.
tones in the sound, just doom.
If this
It's gonna be
becomes
fun.
if
gonna be
this
fun.
just becomes a podcast for my kid, I don't give a fuck. Let's go.
Hey, it could have been worse. Kamala could have won, and it could have became a commune.
We would have been
Yours
jail fucking having a kid,
with
man.
the others. We won't say who. But we got a lot to live for, brother. We got a lot to live for in
Hell
this
yeah.
world. And I hope you know that, because you'll know that even more when he comes.
Fucking
You
July.
will.
It's gonna be insane.
You're like, wow, I realized I was living for me and one other person, and there's this other person that's really fucking living for. And it's like, this is a fucking weighted, it's a weighted one. And it's like, whoa,
I
you're
can't wait.
meant to be on earth to provide and to take care, to teach and to nurture that little man. So that's a lot to live for.
Can't wait. Can't fucking wait. So excited.
That's why I got to quit these things. I want to say this the last episode I have with this on here, because I need to go get non-nicotine vapes and start zinning. I hate zinning, but I feel as if it'll get me a little bit of nicotine that I need, and then I can just hit fake vape to get the sensation of vaping. and then give that up to.
That's what I'm gonna do. I got one more week with this bullshit, and then I'm fucking going to the Zyn, and then
We'll do it.
non-nicotine.
We'll do
fucking
it. We're gonna be okay. If you want to go in, on the that. We should get it. We should go in on the Zyn together because then we can just buy in bulk.
Yeah, I'm down.
We can just get a shit ton of them. Start with the 6 milli flip pillies, and get down to the 3 Gs.
Yeah.
And
Fucking
we'll see
be
where
off
it goes.
for good. Yeah, yeah. I'm down, bro. It's a pack.
Got a lot to live for. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be
God bless
it's
America.
gonna be a grind.
Make America
God
great
bless
again.
America, and make America healthier again.
There you go.
That's why I rode the wave. I rode the wave for Mr. RFK. Make America healthy again. Stop vaccinating your fucking chin. No, I'm just kidding. But for the most part, I want to see him. I want to see him honestly like totally fuck up the establishment. And I haven't seen any announced yet, but it should
Gotta
come
be coming.
eventually.
It's got to be coming.
Yeah, he's gonna do something. And if he does, and if it's like this many people getting fired day one, and this big of a reverse, America 3 months from now, it's gonna be interesting.
It's gonna be completely different, I think.
Yeah. So we'll see how that rides out.
Hell yeah.
But for now, everyone else, let's bring it down a little bit because we have some key NFL action coming up this weekend. I'll be at the game of the fucking year, marquee matchup, fucking fifth time since 1970. Fifth time since 1970 that two teams through week 11 have 8 or more wins and they're playing each other. And where is it? It's in fucking Orchard Park, New York. And who won all 4 meetings? Who won all 4 games before? The home team. We are going to be doing the Trump dance all fucking night long in the stadium.
You know
when
that
the Bills beat the Chiefs.
First of all, who's your ref?
I have no idea. That's the silent partner question.
All right. Well, your ref is gonna fuck you. And second of all, thanks for the Dolphins tickets. Thank you. Did great. Thank you.
Oh, you wanted the Dolphins tickets?
No.
Dude, we gave them to family. And the fucked up thing is our other family member, who I have to tell you about this off air. I'll call you after off air, but he was also in the hospital. I saw him like literally 4 days after they went to the Bills game. 4 days after the Dolphins game.
What the fuck? Oh my God.
Bad, man. People are down bad right now. Medically bad around me.
Well,
It's weird. Careful. Go check yourself. If you don't have a doctor's appointment coming up, maybe go get yourself a physical.
everybody's
Everybody
got
else listening as well. Go get yourself a fucking physical because I don't know. It's weird. People, y'all, and the one kid I just told you about earlier, who's hopefully the results come back well tomorrow, but he's barely over 30.
Yeah.
I mean,
and at what point
you worry about it? It's like, what the fuck?
At what point do you pinpoint that back to the COVID vaccine?
I don't even know. That's the thing is, I don't even know if he is or not. I think yes, but it's not. He's not a guy that pinned one way or the other. The other guy I knew, I would say the other guy I knew who had something similar, but maybe a lot worse. Or, he was total MAGA. I would doubt he was vaccinated, but he could have been, and he was very outspoken. But I would have to imagine he wasn't.
So was I, but I'm vaccinated too, buddy. I did what I had to do for
weird, man.
I had to get vaccinated.
Like imagine this, to get a blood virus. How exactly does that happen at an age of 30?
Sounds interesting.
I mean, that just has to make you fucking think. Like, at the age of 30, you get something that's just, a blood issue, a rare one.
At this point, we got to pour ourselves another shot for the fucking sign off.
Oh, no, we don't have to pour another shot. All right.
We've been talking for 10 minutes.
Twist Twist my fucking arm. That was the late night. Anyone else figured it out? Now we got 2 listeners, 2 people that were out there like, hey, got the
What are
guys
these
signed
two
off. No, they're
mokes
still going.
talking
All right, we'll
about?
do another one. We're still fucking going. This is how the episodes get to fucking 2 hours. By the way,
I know.
we sign off. We sign off at 90 minutes, and we come back for pure unadulterated opinions. Thanks for listening, though. This is the
right.
Leaving Earth podcast. Signing off the second time. Cheers, brother.
Cheers.
All I gotta say is go Bills. Take it easy.
Peace.